wrapped up in my sleeping bag, looking out the window at Aaron's house as the sun is beginning to creep over the horizon. And the trees are silhouetted black against the emerging blue sky with the fading stars up in the sky. And I think to myself how much I hate Aaron because he's got it fucking made with this fantastic house of his, this nice little piece of property tucked away out in the backwoods of South Dakota. God, I fucking hate him. I hope he dies. I hope he dies of syphilis. You piece of shit.
Getting pretty pissed off here over at assholeconsulting.com. Previous video I did just yesterday, there was the story of a guy called Matthew Burr who had the gall, the fucking gall, the balls on this guy to expose the secret of how to get out of debt. Now, I'm pissed. Let me explain this to you young people again, because you don't understand, all right? It is American tradition to keep you young people in the dark until you're 70 years old, right? You suffer, you are poor, you major in journalism, and the epitome of American culture is to lie to your children and everybody until they're 70. On your 70th birthday, in comes a man from the government, or more modernly, a woman. They look around to make sure no one's watching, and they slide over a piece of paper. It's a black envelope and in silver embroidery, platinum, actually. It says, "The Secret." And you open that up, there it is. And now you know what to do in life. Now you know what to do in life. This has been an American tradition, all right? You have to earn the secret, right? Because you thought, oh, what am I doing wrong? Why am I that? Why are white guys always rich? They got the secret, right? You notice all the rich white guys happen to be over 70, gray hair, huh? You don't see a guy with a Corvette without gray hair. You notice that? It's because they hit 70 and they got the secret. And then they say the magic words, and then money shits out of the sky. Now, it has been a tradition, but also, what is it? They'd send the young braves out into the forest to achieve a great feat, a rite of passage. That's what it is. It has been a rite of passage that you waste your entire life doing, basically following Democrats' advice of sit on your ass with your thumb up it and don't do nothing, and then bitch and whine and complain. And then it comes to you at 70. All right. In my generation, we're coming up. We've suffered a long time. We're not boomers. We're not 70 yet. Well, somehow, probably through this ding-dang-diggly interwebs, you young people, you millennials, are getting the secret before it's your time. You haven't suffered enough, you young people. And the balls on that Matthew Burr guy, him just giving it away, telling the fucking news media about what the secret is. Well, I thought maybe we could contain it, right? One guy. They're not going to believe one guy. Guy works in HR anyway. Oh, a crazy person. He's going to ask you why you like elephants. And if you could be a giraffe, why would it be? And if you ever worked with someone you didn't like. Okay, we could quarantine him. When he sent me this. Lessons learned from a millennial who paid off $120,000 of student debt in 26 months. What the fuck is going on? How this first generation Mexican American, no one gives a fuck, media, it's CNBC, of course. How this first generation American college grad paid off her, the fucking goddamn hell is going on? Women are getting in on this now? Do you understand what would happen if women got the secret, pulled their head out of their asses, and didn't major in dumb shit? Well, half the universities would shut down. What are we going to do without them insufferable bitches in HR asking us stupid fucking questions? Where would the call for Democrats be to go and take other people's money to bail these privileged women out? What the fuck is going on? We need you girls to girl boss. We need you to buy fucking handbags at 50 grand a pop and get yourself leased Range Rovers. What the fuck are you doing getting off the reservation? Just who the fuck do you think you, madam, ma'am? How did you come into my house along with this millennial guy paying off your fucking loans before they're due instead of being a good fucking millennial and rolling them over and let them exponentially grow with interest and compound mathematics? Where do you get off, lady? Look at it. She's cute too. What a fucking bitch. She's fiscally responsible and not fat. The fuck, lady, I know you're a girl, but man, you got some balls. In an effort to help younger generations learn how to be debt free, ma'am, you sure you want to be an American? Don't you want to go back to the home country? You're going to be in America and be debt free? That's like being thin. What? Who the fuck are you? These kids, these immigrants, they ain't got respect for our country and our cultures. Lady, let me explain 3 things right now. You better go get some fucking debt right now. You better gain a lot of weight and you better get fucking ugly. Dye your hair or something, right? That's the American way. In an effort to help younger generations learn how to be debt-free and combat money taboo among the Latinx. Oh, God, CNBC, fuck off. Among the Latin community, Sofia Bastida, a 24-year-old American, created Saving with Sophie. Through this platform, she shares her experience of paying off $120,000 in student loans within the span of 26 months on an income below 6 figures. What the who? See, I kind of skimmed through it a little. She didn't resort to stripping. Okay, it is going to be what you know. Is my audience know what it has to be because we do math. We're logical. We're not little bitchy Democrats. There's no way we can extend it, pretend, and lend it out and go get a leverage. Join a program. The irony, if the Democrats who want student loan bailouts just put that effort they did to bitch and whine and worry about it into work on a second job, they have the student loans paid off. But the children, I do mean that, you're all children. Like many college students, Bastida wasn't aware of the many basics of finance until she got into student loan debt and felt obliged to pay it off on her own. Yeah. God, look at who's the writer on this. Edrania Rodriguez. Fuck you, lady. Oh my God, she's weird. She's like paying off her loans. Like, can you leftists just say you're parasitic? Like, just say it. Without a college fund, Bastida took out federal loans to attend Drexel University and a Parent Plus loan to cover her large remaining balance of tuition, which ultimately became a big bulk of her debt load. Unaware of the impact that interest rates have on loans, you graduate from college. Look, I know all of you say we need to spend more on education. No, what you need is the teachers and professors is to start providing an education. What the fuck? You go to you've been in college. Let's assume you got a bachelor's. So you've been in college for 17 years and you don't know how compound math works? That's 4th, 5th grade. Man, I see what you Democrats do. You got to keep the sheep ignorant so that they don't wake the fuck up. They don't realize what they're paying in taxes. They're forever in debt. And then you could come in and say, it's the evil rich white men with Corvettes who know the secret. They got the platinum black card there. They're keeping you oppressed. Vote for me. Why is that community still poor? We just haven't spent enough on teachers and education. How do you graduate from college and not, especially today, this is not all that long ago, lady, how didn't you know about compound math? What started off as a Parent Plus loan of $75,000 increased to $90,000 while Bastida was in school. Through her research, Bastida learned about refinancing as a method to lower interest rate on her Parent Plus loan. She didn't just bitch and whine to the government. She did research. She also realized paying off her loan quickly as possible is the best way to go about paying less overall, rather than delaying the process, which allows for more interest to accrue. No fucking shit. Like they taught us in the 5th grade. Look at this. Look at this. This is an article. This is how bad you Democrats do at educating the kids. We just need more money. No. You need to teach compound math and how to do taxes. But I know you teachers are so fucking stupid, even you can't do it. Maybe the math teacher can. Maybe you should hire a CPA. Well, he doesn't have a teacher's license. Okay, fuck you then. This became her motivation to develop a system to act fast. Who developed the system? Oh, she did. She took agency and control and responsibility. The experience itself has taught her how to manage her expenses, and she's now motivated to help future generations of college students take control of their debt. Here are a few lessons she learned along the way. Research and plan out your expenses. Refinancing student loans doesn't always make sense, but it did for Bastida. She was able to lower her interest rate from 7.8 to 4.9 with a private lender, and therefore save thousands of dollars in interest. Good for you. Each month, Bastida made at least 2 loan payments immediately after she received each paycheck. That way I wouldn't be tempted to spend the money on something I didn't need, she says. Bastida, who the fuck do you think you don't? Boy, I guess you're just not a team player here on Team Girl Millennial. What the fuck are you doing? Not buying things you don't need? Well, how else are you to get value, purpose, and meaning in life? You're a millennial girl, right? Right? You need things, otherwise you don't exist. Things are most important stuff, especially the stuff you know. That way you show who's queen, bitch. Right? You're a queen bee. You got the most worthless shit nobody needs. How the fuck do you have value and purpose in life, Bastida? Prior to refinancing, Bastida saved money in a savings account throughout her years in college, and though she gave herself permission to tap into this pot of money while paying off her debt, she made sure to keep 3 months worth of savings in the account. What? I joking. Bravo, madam. Dude, the discipline, a young lady like you. I have a young gal I know, legit, me and a friend of her, we went up to her. She was 22 at the time. We say, hey, you're being paid a fair amount for working this Vegas job. You should throw it in an IRA. The next day, she's setting it up. It's like, bravo. And look, this young lady right here, she's doing her job. She's saying, oh, no, I'm going to do that so I don't have the money. She has an emergency fund. This is spectacular. With a plan and a healthy dose of urgency to motivate her, Bastida went about getting her monthly expenses together. She paid less than $1,000 a month in rent living in Philadelphia while sharing an apartment with her roommates. Then when she landed a job as an early talent recruiter at TD Bank. Again, I'm going to say the same thing I said about Matt Burr and this gal. TD Bank or any employer should be looking at that person and putting them on a junior executive track. The discipline and intelligence and responsibility these people have, there's your future leaders. Let me guess, though, your cousin is up for promotion. I don't know. Landed a job with TD Bank in New York. She managed to keep her rent costs the same by continuing to have roommates. As for other expenses, Bastida was a bargain shopper. She worked to keep her fixed expenses low by finding deals on clothes and goods and searching weekly ads. Did you cut out coupons too? Did you stretch your dollar? She walks and takes the sub. Oh, wait a minute. Is that why you're thin and an attractive woman? She walks. What's this? She walks and takes the subway whenever possible to avoid ride-sharing costs and meal preps instead of spending money for lunch. But what about your besties? For her social life, Bastida opts for free outdoor meetups with friends, making sure friends making sure they are on board with helping her stick to a budget. Take assant ability, account ability. Take accountability of yourself and your debt. Bastida knew she wanted to attend a private university. Oh, fuck. Okay, sweetheart, there was your first mistake. I mean, you could have a house already right now. I mean, I have a little bit of a mortgage on it, but Bastida knew she wanted to attend a private university out of state for her own independence. Although unaware of how much debt would build up throughout the years, that is such an easy calculation to do. You should be able to do that before you sign any paperwork. We're talking it should take a minute with simple fifth grade math that your Democrat teachers didn't teach you. Well, it's very overwhelming having such a high debt amount. I learned that I am the one who chose to take out these loans, and therefore I must take accountability on those choices I made when I was younger, Bastida said. Seriously, guys, here, this is a gal you might want to consider committing. There's your wife. Here's wife material right here. Honest to God. But no, seriously, lady, who the fuck do you think take accountability on the choices you made? I am the one who chose. You're the worst American woman that I've ever seen. You don't know how this works, do you? Develop a support system. But accountability doesn't mean doing it all alone. That could take a major toll on your mental health, and it's important to reach out and find support. Yeah, you know what? What takes a major toll on your health is not paying off the debt. That's an even more major toll, and over a longer period of time. This girl did it right. She took the bull by the horns. Some 73% of Americans recently ranked their finances as the number one cause of stress in their lives. Oh, well, then maybe you shouldn't have had the debt. For Bastida, the American betraying bitch, one of the most important aspects of paying off her debt was being her own cheerleader and having her mother and close friends encouraging her through the process. Where's Dad? Come on, man. Come on, where's Dad? Being in debt did take a toll on me while I first graduated from college. I felt stuck and hated hearing negative things from people. I quickly learned that tackling six figures wasn't going to happen overnight. And sure wasn't going to be easy if I kept allowing myself to hear the negative things others would say. Don't stop there. Bastida found that there's more to learning about finances than what's taught in your school, and that there are plenty of others who are sharing their knowledge in the space. Wait a minute. Wait. They didn't teach you? Really? No kidding. The idiot low IQ Democrat teachers didn't teach you about personal finance and personal responsibility. As ambassador for Snowball Wealth, a platform designed to help those with student debt develop the system, pay off their loans on their financial background, she continues to share her journey with others. Okay, just stop using the word. I know. The lady who wrote it is an idiot. Just recently, Bastida landed a new job as associate campus recruiter for BlackRock. Oh, lady, you didn't go to you went to the dark. Oh, she just, see? So what happens when she doesn't have a dad? She goes to some prestigious private liberal arts college. I don't want to know what she majored in. Now she's working for a fucking well, you are anti-American. Like with your fiscal frugality and being in shape and walking all of you. You're very anti-American. Maybe you should go work to BlackRock. They're anti-American too. Success on LinkedIn. She also managed to negotiate 30% increase in her base salary. Goals continue. Now that I'm done with the loans, I'm keeping my strategy the same in terms of me living below my means and essentially just invest to the rest because I do hope to reach fire. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Good for you, Bastida. Jacob Lund Fisker. Nice. There you go. Early Retirement Extreme. Go get that book. I don't know if I want to retire early because I do enjoy what I do, but I think building wealth is what I like, especially because in my family that doesn't exist. Well, that's because the dad wasn't around. Your mom spat out too many kids. Am I right? Huh? Yeah. Secret's out. You know the secret's out when a young lady, she's probably Zoomer, right? When the Zoomer girls, I probably should have said Zoomer girls. When the Zoomer girls are starting to know the secret, it's over. It's fucking over. But yeah, sadly, everybody, that the secret, as many of you said in the previous video, is don't take on debts you can't pay back in the first place. But the secret is that you get out of debt by spending less and working more. That's it. No other way around it. And I know I joke, but I'm glad to see these young people like, oh, yeah, I'm surprised CNBC wrote it. Aren't you supposed to say evil white men with Corvettes and calf-high socks are supposed to bail you out? Isn't that what you're all supposed to do, Miss Latinx, the journalist writing lady? All right, there you go. If you are interested in getting out of debt and having the motivation to do so, I already told you the secret. The secret isn't a secret. It's common sense. But if you need the motivation for the next 12 hours or 13, no, it's going to be 10. Yeah, in 12 hours, it's going to be past my bedtime. So I'll be closing it down then. Let's say noon, midnight Eastern Standard Time. My minimalism course, which is open now, will close at that moment in time. It will close for enrollment. So you got 12 hours, almost to the minute, to enroll in that, to give you the motivation to do what little Bastida did. I'm not kidding. That's a marriage material woman right there. That right there is hot. I know she's cute and physically attractive. Forget that. You said responsibility, and it's up to you, and you don't want to spend money. I am aroused. I'm in lust and in love. Anyway, if you need the motivation, like the young lady did there, Achieving Minimalism Theory and Practice, it's linked below. It is highly motivational because after you factor in sales tax, it's $500 on average. The base price is $450, then plus or minus sales tax. You're like, oh my God, it's a lot of money. Yeah, I bet you're going to take it fucking seriously now, won't you? Well, I can't afford it. Oh, really? What's your credit card bills look like? What'd you spend on New Year's Eve? What'd you spend on booze? What'd you spend on gifts? What'd you spend eating out? Achieving Minimalism Theory and Practice. Available on Teachable or link below. You can search for it if you don't want to use the link below. Let's go to the super chats. Got 9 people. Dre. Oh, we got 9 super chats, 8 of which are Dre. Dre, $2. Just marry a rich guy, then divorce him. Mitra. Yes, Dre, that would be the easier one. Reen, $2. Just vote Democrat. Eventually it has to work. You know what's funny about there's several things that are funny and tragic about people who vote Democrat all the time and wait for the Democrats to save them. It never does work. In spite of all the free money that they do get, at the end of the day, especially now where we pay for an increasing percentage of that spending through printing off money, they just got to give it up through inflation. That's all that happens. And it's one thing if you're rich and there's inflation, not to mention maybe you have some investable assets that keep up with inflation. But if you're poor and there's inflation, you're fucked. It's the old class. I mean, no kidding. It's the Democrat sales pitch is no different than you need scratch the rash, right? And I don't know. I'm not a skin doctor, but I think was it measles or maybe it was chicken pox. One of those things you get a rash, and they say whatever you do, don't scratch it because it's going to spread it and make it worse. Poison ivy's like that. And it's counterintuitive. Like, yeah, every ounce of my body is saying scratch. Like, no, you're going to make it worse. But you dumbass parasites who just love the Democrat Party and the promise but not delivery of free shit. You guys just keep on scratching that, and you wonder why am I covered in poison ivy? Why does my life suck? We print off all the money, and then all the welfare they got ends up being nothing, probably costing them even more over the long run. Because fine, you print off $1 trillion of money, you give it to the welfare class, they get that 1 year, they get $1 trillion spending. Well, that $1 trillion remains in the economy forever, increasing prices forever. Why can't we afford housing? I need more money, please. Dre, $2, or get a wealthy guy to get them pregnant equals lottery. That's why this girl's so awesome. Like she just did it. She's a fucking adult. Reen, $2. They're gonna raise their kids themselves next. What the fuck? I know, Reen. What the fuck is happening? Soon there's going to be a bunch of women, like a next generation of women are going to be young and no debt, and they're going to have degrees in accounting, and they'll be fiscally responsible, and they'll be thin because they're walking instead of driving and not eating out, and they're eating at home. And then they'll be sweet and kind, and then I'm going to say, hey, you know what? We got enough money because we voted Republican, so we don't have to pay the welfare state 30% of your income to go raise some bastard children that ain't yours. We can afford our own. I think I'll stay home and raise the kids. I'm going to teach them about compound mathematics and how to do taxes when they're 10 years old. Why do you hate black people, they say? Mods, it's all $5. Rolled student loan into a home mortgage at 2. Nice. Dude, nice timing too. And got to write it off my taxes. When, dude, Mazatol, that well placed shot, man. One or two things like that, refinancing at 2.5%, and you roll your student loans into it. Woo. Well played. I bet your finances improve pretty dramatically after that. Getting back to Maz, what that's like. That's like watching an athlete just fucking nail it. That's just like, whoa, like put that on replay. Let's watch that again. Nelson Rivera, $5. She might sleep with one eye open. What with the guild of calamitous feminists out and about? Hey, she's not making friends with anyone. First, she ain't making friends with her rank and file Gen Z millennial female friends. How dare she not have student loan debt? She's probably fiscally responsible. The ball's on that bitch. She ain't getting in line with the rest of the Americans. Wait until she's 70 before she gets the secret envelope with the secret inside of it. So she's pissing us all off there. And then that bitch has the gall to walk and be thin and attractive and responsible, which would make her attractive to men. So feminists are going to get their knives off for this. Girl ain't going to make it to 30. She ain't going to make it to 30. She needs Brock Sampson as a bodyguard. Jorge S., $10. I remember talking to a girl at a bar once about how she would use payday loans to buy drinks for her girlfriends and was an actress trying to make it big. Payday loans. Hey, let me know how long I think it'll last until I'm dead, but let me know when the civilization collapsed because you all got rid of your fathers. Look at that, payday loans. Tell me you didn't have a father in your life without telling me you didn't. Hey, by the way, if you don't have a father in your life, I do have a course called The Dad You Never Had. In there, I believe we talk about compound math. I think it's a 12-hour course because there's a lot your dad should have told you. But don't you tell me what to do. I know white man with the socks. Okay, fine. Nelson Rivera, $5. Oh boy, the guild of the guild of calamitous feminists aren't going to like this one. No, they're not. This bitch is off the reservation. I don't know where she got. You know what I like about it? She did come from a stupid, overbred family, right? She just came from trash, right? We're going to come here illegally and then we're going to spit out kids. Why don't I have money? Why are we poor? My family never had money, right? So, and dad wasn't around. She didn't pick up Dave Ramsey's book. I think she just did this herself. Like she came up with the idea in her own head. It shows the true, she's not an object. She's an agent. She's an actual human being. She didn't say, I needed to be influenced. I needed to be marketed to. I didn't know. Right? No, she's like, oh shit, I'm in a problem and I better do something about it. And then she went out and researched and figured it out on herself. YouTube viewer, $5. We finally found an DeWalt. Not all women are like that. Yeah, no, she is. Well, even the Mac guy, he's exceptional too. Anyone who pays off their student debts, both of them had over 6 figures in student debts, and they both did it in under 3 years. That's spectacular. That's phenomenal. Really, by the definition of the word phenomenal. These are exceptionally excellent people, is what they are. But yeah, I mean, no joking, guys. She's single. Go find her, man. That'd be the way. The question is whether you be up to her standards. She'd be looking like, how much debt you got? All right, link below. Achieving Minimalism, Theory and Practice. You got 12 hours to get your life back together, financially speaking, anyway. I can't help you with women. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.